Hi everyone, today I've got my coral tree bonsai that needs to be repotted. I got the tree as a gift from a friend, and it's approximately about 14 years old, but at the moment it's very pot bound. It wasn't too well cared for, and it's gotten all leggy and is not in good shape. I suspect that the soil and the pot that it's in has been used for the last probably 3 or 4 years. I got it before the winter. It's a lovely, well, winter day, but it's hot. It feels like spring, and it's an ideal time. It started pushing out some buds. You'll see some greenery here, but this is not what I want for it. It's not the overall shape. I think it can do better, and we're going to see how it goes. First going to try and just get it out. And you'll see here it's come out pretty well. Got some good roots growing, some new roots, which is a good thing. I was worried that it might be much more pot bound. It doesn't have good drainage. Drainage is poor, and that's one of the reasons I'm trying to have a look at repotting it. Just get this out. Get these drainage screens out. Oh, the brown button. We'll get that pot cleaned up nicely just now. I just use chopsticks to get the soil off. I'm just starting around the base of the tree to the outside. These roots are not in good shape at all. It's hard. You can actually see the it's literally falling apart. Look at this. I hope that we can actually save it. I don't have a lot of roots to work with. The roots are fine. A lot of the roots are breaking off. Let's just see here. What I'm going to do now is I just want to rinse these roots off. They're in bad shape. They're pretty hardy trees. They can tolerate quite a bit. They can also tolerate quite a bit of drought. But yeah, I'm afraid this one has an easy life. They're not the best trees for bonsai. The bonsai trees are, I've seen some lovely specimens, but they tend to get leggy. They've got fantastic orange flowers when they do flower. I'm going to try and keep this one from flowering this season. I doubt very much that it probably would, with the abuse that it's had. Yeah, it's just in bad shape. You'll see there's a main root that's curled around, but you can't take that off. All the roots are basically growing from that, from the trunk, so we'll be leaving that. There's not much on this side. I think what I might just do is, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. It's too great a risk. I've washed the pot, given it a rinse, just to get the old dirt out. What I want to do now is just get some drainage screen. I'm just using mesh that you use for windows to keep the flies out. Just put those in there. Kids are watching me thinking this is all very hilarious. The medium I'm using is a laca and peat mix, 70% laca, 30% peat. I found that it's got very good drainage, and it does quite a bit for root development. There's a lot of space for roots to grow into. I had some extra from a potting a while back that I've just kept in this pot. I'm gonna add some now. This is not the ideal way to do it. Just get some at the bottom here for cover the drainage screens, and to see at what level we're going to get this in. I'm not too worried about which side is going to be the front at the moment. The main thing for me is just to get it going. I suppose you'll be looking at the back. To make this the front, I like the way the trunk moves up. Let's get some more. Get these roots spaced out a bit. There's not much to work with. The roots are all over the place. Like I said, I'm not going to do any root pruning at the moment. This is purely just to get the tree going again. I think it needs a bit more height. Come around and have a look at it from that side. I think we need to I like that. I'm not keen on the shape. I think what I'm going to do is when I start pruning, I'm going to cut this off around about there. The way the tree looks windswept, and I'm not a great fan of that. So I'll probably be removing quite a bit just to get the balance right. All the branches are going to the one side, and I suspect it might have been in one position for too long, and it's grown into that way. I'm going to get in some more of this. There we go. I think that's it. Just need to get these roots out in a nice radial pattern. Also give them some space to grow. I think I'm going to put the tree slightly off center. I don't want it right in the middle. Need some of this. There's some rocks here. Get that out. I've got a new bag, yeah. This particular mix is a mix I get from Bonsai Tree, bonsaitree.co.za, and I've found it to be pretty successful to date. I'll link that below in the description. Let's just get I use the chopsticks to do any root work, get the mix in between the roots. You can go and purchase a nice expensive root fork to get it done. I don't see the need to pay such a large amount of money for it. This works perfectly good. You can even use a knitting needle. That works just as well. It probably works better than a chopstick. It's got a nice sharp point, so the risk of damaging the roots is less. But working it gently, just getting it in. You don't want air pockets around your roots. You need to keep the roots in contact with the lacquer. It holds quite a bit of moisture and does a very good job of promoting root growth. Still quite loose. I might have to see if I can get some rocks onto the roots sometime, just to make sure that it stays. Sure. Okay, let's have a look at the top. As I said, I'm not fond of the whole windswept look, and it needs a good pruning and cutting back. So what I'm going to be doing is just starting off with the sides. I'm going to cut it off around about there. This back side, we've got a branch going up and a new one coming out this way. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to cut this one off nice and flush. I don't need everything growing back that way. We've got these branches on the inside which are new. I don't like them. They're cluttering the inside. Get that one off. Get this one off as well. I'll take off this new shoot as well. I need to get the basic shape right, and at the moment it's not in a good place. Cut them off nice and flush. Don't know what I want to do. There's a lot of new growth on this side, and a lot of growth on the inside, which I don't want either. I'll cut that off nice and flush as well. One of the things you need to watch out for with a coral tree is they very easily get infected or attacked by bugs. So that's something that you need to look out for. This one luckily is still untouched. Don't have any issues like that at the moment. I'm going to cut this one off. There's a lot of new growth, small little buds coming out on the inside of the trunk. I don't want those there. I suppose that the tree's a bit of an ugly duckling. It wants to look nice, but it's having a hard time. I'm going to take this one off as well. Keep this as a new leader. This one's wanting to come across and cut in front of the one. Take that off. See, there's not much growth on this side of the tree at the moment, and that's fine. I think I'm going to leave it and wait to see what it does when it bounces back, if it bounces back, so that we can know that it's got some good growth. There's a lot of new growth coming out, a lot of buds, so I'm sure we'll see something, and we'll give you an update in the future as and when things start happening. Thanks for watching. Some of you have asked for an update on the seedlings, the Camel Thorn seedlings. Well, yeah, here's one of them. they're doing pretty well. We're just coming out of winter. This one's about 2 inches tall. Most of them have taken well. We've lost a few. And others are going strong. 2 or 3 of them are doing very well. You can see these two. A lot of new growth coming out. So for now we just leave them. They're doing pretty well, and with spring around the corner we'll see how things progress.